Okay, hello again. This is now tarot lesson number 59, and it's mainly about reverse cards as well as how to a method for practicing on your own, as well as maybe a method you might want to try before you do a reading for somebody, to set the scene, so to speak. Before that, though, subscribers, the number of subscribers you have seems to be important, and the number of likes seems to be important, which is why lots of videos begin by telling you to subscribe. So I only need another 962,000 subscribers, and I've got 1 million. So that's I'd like that by the end of the year. So if you happen to know 962,000 people, maybe tell them all to subscribe, and then we'll hit that mark. Okay, that was today's humor. Anyway, so when I used to speak French with French people in the 1970s, when we greeted each other, you can say hello and so on, but people used to say ça y est. So this is literally ça y est, which means that, there is, and it was a question, right? So people would, when they would greet each other, they would say, they wouldn't say ça y est, you sort of run it all together and it's ça y est, which means hello, how are you doing, how's it going, what are you up to, is everything okay? All these multitude of different ideas like how's it going, or what's up, or, there's lots of ways of beginning a meeting or by asking a certain type of question along the lines of, is everything okay? And that then the person you're talking to would reply in a particular way, and the conversation would begin in a certain direction. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because with a reversed card, I think it strikes me that people may struggle with reversed cards because you think when you see a reverse card like the Three of Cups reversed, you might think there's one meaning. But think of a reverse card as asking somebody in the same kind of a way, how are you doing, or what's happening, is a sort of open-ended question. And it's up to the person who's being asked how they reply to that open-ended question. So a reverse card doesn't have just one meaning. It's a bit like say yeah. So it's a bit like, it may show what's going wrong, or where you're weak, or if you try this, it's not going to work, or you want to do that and it will work, but it's going to be delayed, or it's not going to turn out the way you think. Or maybe it shows an area where you're weak and where you ought to be developing strength. So when you see a reverse card, don't think, well, you can think whatever you want, but if you think there's only one meaning, or I have to be narrow and precise when it comes to the reverse card, you don't. But because what you're doing is you're thinking about the question, and then thinking, okay, so we've got the Three of Cups and it's a reverse card. What sense does that reversed position make? And what is it telling us, or telling me, the reader, or telling the questioner about the situation, or the condition, or the way they're thinking, or what they're expecting, or what they're planning, or what they're hoping for? All these different kinds of things are all useful to know. So when you see a reverse card, it's not just, you're not dealing with just one meaning or one possibility. So this is a little bit, a horoscope spread, as you know, has 12 cards, and so you would shuffle, give it a good shuffle, and then you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if I can do that, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so you would lay 12 cards in a kind of circle. And these 12 cards represent the different houses in the horoscope, and each house represents a different area of life, or gives you information about what's going on or what ought to happen maybe in a particular area of life. So this is the self, this is values, communication, home, children, sickness, and partners, and so on all the way around. So you would say, let's say the person says, tell me about me, the self. You would turn this card. So I'm showing you this because we're going to refer. You might want to try this with the idea of a horoscope spread. So you give a good shuffle. You can begin this. It's one way of beginning a reading. And what you're doing is you, the reader, are imagining a horoscope spread. And then you take the top card, that's the first house, and that's the second house. And you turn just these two cards. This is the self, and this is the person's value sense. So you're looking at this card to describe the questioner at the moment of asking the question and what's important or how they're thinking, or it's something about them. So we would say maybe with the Six of Coins upright, you're feeling generous, assuming that you're this person, but at the same time, you're maybe looking to other people to be kind or considerate of you, right? Because you could be the people down below. So you're looking for help or you're giving help. But here we've got, and because it's coins, maybe there's money involved, so that you are looking to borrow money from somebody, and because the card is upright, it's going to work. Whereas maybe somebody asks you for a loan, and because it's upright, probably help them out in some way that you can. But it's an indication that at the moment, and this can be the value of the tarot, it tells you what's important right now. Because today you can be worried about a friend or a family member, and that would show up with the first card, right? Whereas tonight you get a phone call telling you that they're okay and everything is back to normal and everything is okay with them. So tomorrow you're not concerned about the friend or the family member. Maybe in the back of your mind you're still wondering, but the main concern has disappeared. So you wouldn't get the same card tomorrow if you're doing a horoscope spread for the questioner. And so the tarot is good because life, yes, there are certain things that stay the same and that don't really change that much or don't change that often. But in a lot of ways, the way we think and the way we're acting and behaving and expecting and reacting to life, that can change rapidly over the course of a couple of hours. And so that can be what the tarot is good for. So you're asking about, will I get the promotion? And you want to know now, but tomorrow maybe you're not that concerned about the promotion. But today you are, and this card here, the House of the Self, will tell you about how you're thinking about the promotion, or how you're thinking when it comes to the question that you asked about. So whereas if the Six of Coins has been upside down, and that's the self, so it's reversed. So we're not saying you are going to lose money, or we're not making a forecast or prediction about what's going to happen, but we're looking and saying, what does it mean? Does it mean, or is it telling you that if you lend money, it's going to go badly? Because the card is upside down. So, which means if you're going to lend money to a friend, don't expect to get it back when they say they're going to give it back, because they're maybe not going to be able to pay you back when they think they can. So if you're going to be generous to people and give them money, don't put yourself into trouble at the same time. Give away or risk what you can afford to lose is one way of looking at this Six of Coins reversed. Or it may be, it shows where you're weak. And so maybe the Six of Coins, you're too generous anybody asks you for anything and you automatically feel weak or feel that you've got to cooperate with them. And it's probably a mistake because the card is up. Either it's a mistake or you don't like doing it, but you don't quite know how to handle it because the card is upside down. So you can practice on, you can begin a reading this way by talking about the self of the questioner and the value sense, or you can practice on your own and pick a card to represent the questioner and then a second card to represent what they care about, because the second house is value sense, but it's also what you care about, what you value. And so if we go back to this original way, we've got the Six of Coins is the person who is generous and kind, and the value sense is represented by the Three of Cups. They like people, because here we've got three people dancing together. They're in harmony with each other. They know what the next step is going to be. There are cups for celebration. There's a cornucopia down here, it's representing bounty and good stuff. So with the Six of Coins upright, you are generous and willing to give to people because you care about giving and you care about loving and you care about being helpful and being considerate of other people, shown by the Three of Cups. Whereas if the Three of Cups had been upside down, then can't turn it. Okay, then you want to be generous, but you are a little bit doubtful because maybe you're thinking you give away too much. So with the Three of Cups upside down as representing what you care about having enough for yourself maybe. Yes, other people are important, but so are you. And that can be the lesson that you're learning at the moment. Because people tend to, in a lot of cases, people need to learn to say no. So somebody asks you something and you want to say no, but you don't feel as if you can. And maybe that's the lesson that's represented by the Three of Cups reversed. So that's maybe how to begin a reading, with first a card representing the questioner and a card representing the person's value sense. This ties in with the last video where I talked about the Two of Pentacles, and it can be a choice to make or to be clear about, are you juggling a ball that's made of plastic and it doesn't matter if you drop it, and at the same time you're juggling with a ball made of glass, and if you do drop it, it's going to break. So you have to be clear in your own mind about what you care about. Or if you're clear in your own mind about what you care about, you're going to know which project or which person or which feeling or which idea to take care of and to be extra careful about, so you don't drop it and so it doesn't get broken. So this is why the value sense is really important to know, because some people care about organization and some people care about other people above all other things. So some people care about other people and put themselves second. Other people are more concerned with practical outcomes. So you can say to them, this is a good investment, and they think, okay, well, show me the numbers. Okay, you say it's a good investment and I want to believe you and you're trustworthy and I trust my judgment, but I still want to know how much money we're talking about. So there's a practical streak to the questioner. And so big ideas, beautiful ideas are great and they can appreciate them, but they still want to know, show me the money, show me the numbers, show me the what's actually involved. Tell me the details of the plan so that I can make a proper judgment about whether I should become involved or not. So the value sense is really important, I think, to know how things will work out, or what the person cares about at that time, and what you have to factor into the answer. Because you can say, yes, it's going to be great, and it's going to work out. But if the person's doubtful or fearful, or their value sense is shown by, let's say, the High Priestess reversed, they don't really trust anything. because the high priestess can represent hidden influences at work. And they assume that, or they believe that, these hidden influences have it in for them. And they're going to do what they can, that negativity or evil, or whatever you want to call it, is going to plot and plan and conspire to bring you down or to make things work out badly for you, because it's the high priestess reversed. Whereas if the high priestess is upright, then you have confidence in the invisible. You have confidence in beauty and harmony, and you have confidence in the world and the cosmos, or whatever you want to call it. So it's important. Maybe try this as an exercise where you think, okay, I'm going to do a reading for somebody, and you begin with the self and the values. This is the self, the Three of Batons. The person is optimistic and looking to the future because they're on a high hill looking down, and they're feeling confident because they're holding on to one of the batons. And the 3 is a number of expansions, so they're looking to do big things, or to travel, or to expand their horizons physically, mentally, spiritually, whatever it happens to be. And it's upright, so it looks like they're optimistic and confident, which is maybe half the battle. Because if you go into a situation looking for good stuff out of it, you're more likely to find it. Whereas if you go in thinking, oh no, I'm going to fail, the odds are you're going to fail. So that's what they're like at the moment, or what they're like with reference to the question that they're asking. And the value sense, the Page of Swords, they are reasonably optimistic. They know that they know they're taking on something big, and they're maybe not that confident yet, because it's a page and not a king or a queen. Pages represent young people, and it's a sword. So, and the person looks a little bit doubtful or not worried, but the card is upright. So you want to do big things, and you are willing to do the work. You're willing to take action, to defend yourself when need be, because it's a sword. And if there are grey clouds, if there's darkness, because this is a nice sunny day, but this is dark, well, we've got clouds. So if things get dark, or if things begin to slow down, you're not going to mind that much, and you'll be able to take action to speed things up again if you want to speed them up, or to remove what's getting in the way. Okay, I think that's it for the moment. So, hope you enjoyed that. Okay, so today is Sunday, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll be back at the end of the week on Friday with number 60. Tarot lesson number 60. I began with one of many, and I had no idea how many we were going to do, but we're up to 60. So thanks for watching. Have a good day. Okay, bye-bye.